Now, hundreds of mourners have gathered at the East London International Convention Centre to remember and celebrate the life of multi-award-winning songstress Bulelwa Mkutukana, popularly known as Zahara. The Loliwe hitmaker passed away earlier this month at a private hospital in Johannesburg from liver complications. Zahara was admitted to hospital last month, but her health deteriorated and she was moved to ICU before becoming unresponsive. The 36-year-old will be laid to rest tomorrow. Now, Newzroom Afrika's Siphosethu Booi attended the memorial service and joins us now. Lots of words, lots of tributes, and lots of ways in which people have remembered Zahara today. There's Siphosethu.
Indeed, Thabo, and you know, many of the Eastern Cape people, the mourners who were here, family, friends, have a sense of entitlement when it comes to Zahara, and in true Zahara fashion. But a word they would like to call her with is, of course, her childhood nickname, Uspinach, because that's how many South Africans, more especially people of the Eastern Cape, were, you know, introduced to Zahara. Many of them coming out in their numbers, speaking their heart out, others, you know, echoing through music, while others through dance and also poetry. A very powerful and sad day indeed, as the atmosphere here at the ICC seemed to have changed, especially just after the speech of Jakes, who spoke about the fact that Zahara had just recorded a song that was practically just saying thank you to the people of South Africa for their love and for their unwavering support towards her. But to speak more about just some of the challenges as well as the biggest takeaways from Zahara's journey as one of the performing acts today, an artist, a beautiful one at such, who you know, spoke and sang so beautifully. Sis Ikhona, thank you very much for making time to speak to us here on Newzroom Africa. Today was quite a sad day. The mood really, you know, was sad, bittersweet. But most importantly, your biggest takeaway as an artist in the Eastern Cape from Zahara's journey, and really how you have been doing throughout this week.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. More than anything, I think now what I can take away from each journey as Zahara is that there's no time to waste. If you have a dream and you believe that you are talented, phakama, uqale wenze izinto, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Kodwa ke into endiyithanda is that uZahara ushiye nelifa elisikhombisa into yokokubana it's possible. It's possible for anyone, and she did it, and izohlala ihleli nathi loo nto leyo.
As a person who also heals through music yourself, you have a lot in common with Zahara, but there are many ways, you know, government could assist artists, especially in the Eastern Cape. As we were speaking of air, you were just making mention of the fact that, you know, the situation that occurred to her when she wanted to be an opening act at one of the events, she wasn't given that opportunity because no one knew her. How can one actually move forward, and how does that, you know, discourage upcoming artists and artists that have not made it to the bigger screens or bigger radio stations where their music is out there to the masses?
It's so unfortunate in Dokokbana, even nanamhlanje, there's still ingcango ezivaliweyo for abantu abakhula apha ephondweni who are trying to make it. I mean, this is home. This is where we are supposed to be given the opportunities ezizokwazi ukusikhulisa. But I think, Tina, as artists, we need to take responsibility as well of our own path. Singaxhomekeki so much uba masenzelwe. Sikwazi sibumbane as artists. Sincedisane uba singakhulisana njani na, because platforms are there, opportunities are there. We just need to find them. To create our own work.
And lastly, if you had a 2-minute, you know, opportunity to say your last goodbyes to Spinach Wenu, Wasepon Wenu, what would you would like to say to her as your final message of farewell to her?
Ndingathi mna enkosi sisi ngokusinika ilizwi thina bantu balandela emveni kwakho. I remember i-album yakhe iphume ngo-2011 uLoliwe. I was still in varsity, a 19-year-old, and I had the same dream, but ndathi ndisova yena ndavuseleleka uba this is me, ndim lona, and wandinika laa nto uba I can do it. My voice matters. My story matters. And ebethanda uthetha into yokokubana yena if ufuna ukwazi ubomi bakhe hamba umamela umculo wakhe, and that's the same art indlela endiyiyo mna as an artist. I tell my story. So thank you so much for umculo ophilisayo, and thank you for so much for umculo ozohlala uhleli de kube ngunaphakade ozokukhulisa abantwana abaphilise and usinikele thema lokubana dreams are valid and they are possible uba dreams to come true.
Ikhona Pahlane Zwide, thank you very much for making time to speak to us here on Newzroom Afrika. She's just reflecting on the journey and the impact Bulelwa had on her own journey as an upcoming artist. Also saying that one of those challenges that were shared by one of the guest speakers here, speaking about the fact that Zahara wanted to, be an opening act for one of the biggest festivals in the Eastern Cape, but because she was unknown at the time, that was before she was discovered by TS Records, that opportunity was not given to her. Also saying that it's important for artists to take, responsibility of their own actions and making sure that they present themselves should opportunities, avail themselves. And of course, what we also know is that tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., Zahara Kutukana, famously known as Zahara Spinach, Ubulelwa will be making her way home for the last time tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And, the proceedings of her funeral will take place outside the ICC at this particular venue where we are from 9 a.m. And, of course, her uncle also mentioning the fact that they would like the program tomorrow to be quite short and to keep to time. By 1 p.m. We should be done. But for today, that's all we bring for you, Utabo, and to the rest of the Newzroom Africa viewers. Many supporters have come out in their numbers to bid farewell to Uspinach Wabo, and it was truly a sad day, but a day that her family, I'm pretty sure, is quite proud to see her legacy being celebrated in the Eastern Cape province. Tabo.
Siphosethu Booi, I'm sure you'll be live there for us tomorrow, and you will bring in us all the details.